So get your notepads out. I have 10 actionable items for you. I have a hit list, a checklist. Who's a checklist crazy person like me? They say when you check them off, it creates what? Endorphins. It fires you up. You're like, I'm doing it. And so this isn't even in my notes, but if you'll do this, it'll change your life. I read it 40 years ago in a book called Success, the Glenn Land Method. It talked about 30 golden minutes. Get up 30 minutes earlier than you normally do, and then put down on paper everything that needs to happen for that day. Then prioritize it and go, what are the one or two things? Like if nothing else happened, this got done. And then do those first. And I've been doing that for 40 years. It has served me well. So there's a little freebie. So let's get going. You ready? 10 actionable items, action steps. Let's go. Number one, I talked about this this morning when we started, this afternoon. What do you want and why do you want it? So the first thing is really think about, why am I in real estate? Luxury real estate, commercial real estate, developmental real estate, investment real estate, whatever it is you're in, property management. What do you want and why do you want to? Get really clear on your why. And then here's one I didn't share this afternoon when I first kicked it off is, what are you willing to give up to get it? Write that one down. What are you willing to give up to get it? You want to give up watching TV? Phil said he didn't watch TV for the last 3 years, 2 years. Maybe drinking. You like, man, I drink and bad things happen when I drink. Maybe you should quit drinking. Drugs. Oh, I don't do drugs. I just microdose mushrooms. Hey, let's microdose meth. That's called a foothold. I know really amazing people, I'm like, are you crazy? This is microdose cobra venom. It just sounds innocent. We're just microdosing this, right? Anyways, I know people right now go, no, it's really good. It opens your mind. You're more creative. I'm like, there's something growing in your head now, and it's called a mushroom. It just doesn't sound good. They're dark, and you hide them under lids, and never mind. All right. So what are you willing to give up? How about some bad relationships? How about people who tear you down and don't lift you up? How about toxic people in your life? Zig Ziglar taught me 40 years ago, get rid of what you don't want. Actually, it was Skip Ross. Get rid of what you don't want to make up for what you do want. What is sucking the life out of your bones? Get rid of that. If it's your kids, deal with it. If it's your husband, deal with it. Go to marriage counseling. Go to a couples retreat. My wife is here. Baby, are you still here? Stand up. There's my wife, Kathy. Give her a hand. Don't get rid of me, baby. Don't do it. 34 years. Give her a hand. She put up with me for 34 years. We were at an event recently in Puerto Rico, in Dorado Beach, very high end. It was called the Dinner Table. And it was for families that had built companies. And we're all there to talk about leaving a legacy. Like, what does our family stand for? How about your family? You're like, dude, I'm just trying to pay the bills and keep it together, right? But go beyond that. What is your family crest, your family mission? Like, what is your family about? What legacy do you want to leave on the planet? Phil talked about a $25 billion gift to humanity. Think big. How about you? Have you ever thought about your family's legacy? Well, just my husband and I. What kind of legacy do you and your husband want to leave? Because if you don't think about it, what? It's not going to happen. Phil said, I have an AI training academy. First you say it, then you put it on paper, and then you do it. And it starts off fledgling, and then it goes from there. So again, what do you want? Why do you want it? And what are you willing to give up to get it? And then model it out. You've heard this again and again, but you don't do it. I heard this, and within 72 hours, I modeled out why we were at EXP, why I wanted to be at EXP, what it would do for my family. And they said, model it out. What does that mean? Well, when we put a man on the moon, they actually created little spaceships. And they designed them, and then they drew them out, and they came up with like designs and engineers, and they scaled out, and they put a picture of the earth and a picture of the moon, and they do da, 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 and then they made it look all artsy, and then they actually did it. Well, that's them, that's not me. No, it is you. Do you want a beach house? Do you have a picture of a beach house? Do you want your family to be healthy and happy? Do you have a picture of a happy, healthy family? Pictures are worth 1,000,000 words. Have you modeled it out? I have pictures of things in my life that we want to achieve, and we're doing all of it. But the first thing I did was follow the instruction. You want to make chocolate chip cookies, right? You get the flour, you get the butter, you get the chocolate chips, and you get it all together. Then you whatever, I don't make them, I don't know anything else than that, but you mix it up and throw it in the oven or something, or put it on a plate, I don't know. Obviously, I've eaten one, but but anyways, follow the recipe. It's really easy. So have you bought books, financial books, and cut out the words debt-free, money in the bank, no stress, and put those words up? The words have meaning. They're powerful, right? Number 2, that's number 1. It's super simple. You can do this. This is a task list. This is an actionable item. You need to do that. That's number 1. Don't pass go. Number 2, take notes from your notes. Tonight, when you go back to your hotel, back to your home, look at all the notes from today. I've done this for years. I love airplanes. I got an airplane. They cram you in that little Southwest seat, that little whatever seat you flew in here now. Pretty soon, by the way, if you take notes from your notes, I don't know, it was like 4 years ago, I told wife, who talks, I've never said that in my wife. I told my caveman woman, me caveman, you woman, me like woman. Now, so here's the deal. I told Kathy, if we can't fly first class, I know it sounds really snotty, I go, we'll just go the next day. We'll go on any airlines. I mean, how would you like to be able to fly first class every time you go anywhere? I remember you walk by those people like snobby jerks. They're like, yeah, and then you're one, and they're not snobby. Trust me, we're wonderful. By the way, if you have to tell people you're nice, you're not nice. Anyways, so I'm like, oh, I'm really nice. Trust me. No, you're not. If you're trying to convince us you're nice, you're not nice. Now, making fun of myself. Take notes from your notes, and then find actionable items from your notes. Like, I'm going to sign up for luxury. I'm going to sign up for Phil's AI Academy because that appeals to me. I'm going to do X. Take notes from your notes. Number 3, form your dream team. What's that? 3 to 5 like-minded people who are just rocking. They got a great attitude. Your attitude determines your what? Your altitude. Hang out with people sucking on lemons, and you'll be sucking on a lemon. Hang out with people who moan and complain, and you'll be moaning and complaining. But come join us. Follow us. Hang out with people who have vision. Hang out with people who are positive. Hang out with people who are loving. Hang out with people who are making a difference. Hang out with people who are laying their lives down for others. Hang out with people who want to be a light in the darkness. Hang out with people who are a beacon of hope. Hang out with people that are doing something great for humanity. And there's lots of people. You just heard from one of them who spoke right before me. Start hanging out with winners and become a winner. Hang out with people who lead with love. Hang out with people who have a mission that is more than filling their bank accounts. Start hanging out with people who have character, and they're not characters. They have character. They're principle before profit. They do the right thing when nobody's looking and no one will ever know. Hang out with those kind of people. I'm getting excited. Are you getting excited? I'm fired up. I'm like, yeah, I got to do that. I get to hang out now with amazing people. I'll be hanging out with Oprah Winfrey in November. I get to hang out with Richard Brent. I get to hang out with Tony Robbins. I get to hang out with John Maxwell. I get to hang out with Les Brown. I just hung out with Dennis Waitley. I get to hang out with some really cool people. And why? Ed Milet. Why? Because I did this stuff. It works. It works, okay? So just do it. So what's your dream team? 3 to 5 people that you're super intentional and purposeful about being around because they have your values. They have ethics and morals and integrity. Hang out with people who drink and cheat on their spouses. Pretty soon, you'll be drinking and cheating on your spouse. It's easy. So here we go. And by the dream team, get together and say, by the way, I committed to doing the luxury certification, and then have them hold you accountable. I committed to taking Phil's AI class. I committed to selling 60 homes this year and getting out of debt. I committed to, quit watching TV, and then hold each other accountable. Meet once a week, every 2 weeks. I was told this at 19. I went to Chico State. At the time, in 1985, it was the #1 party school in America. That's why I went there. I went perfect. Fraternities, sororities, cake parties. I wasn't a Christian. I was like, I'm going to go have a great time. Now, I found my faith there. Most people lose their soul at that college. Somehow I found mine. Like, I see the light. It was amazing. But why am I telling you about Chico State? I can't remember, actually. I got a little off topic. My what? My tribe. Oh, yeah. Thank you. So they said, do this. So I'm 19 years old. I found 4 guys, me and 4 guys. We met at 638 West First Avenue. Look at it on Google Earth. That's where I went to. That's a little house I rented for $250 a month, a house, and a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. And we met there every night at 10 o'clock at night. Every night. Every night. For weeks, for months. And all of us went on to become super successful because we were a dream team. We were accountable to each other. And if we were 1 minute late, it was $100 to the kitty. We were 19. We weren't late. But as a 19-year-old child, I did this. Well, you must have been super successful. I was. I was a dishwasher at the dorm. I was the most important dishwasher at the dorm. I picked up stuff in a white starch shirt. What do you say? Pick up the poop and be the best one at it, baby, and you'll get promoted. Well, I'm being looked over. You're being looked over because you haven't earned it, man. You're not on the stage yet. You'll get your chance. Well, I should have been here. Listen to me. Listen to me. Linda, listen to me. Your actions speak so loud, I can hardly hear what you're saying. You'll be here when we see the smoke, man. When there's smoke, there's fire. I never asked to be put on any stage, but I've always been on every stage. Because here's the deal. Let me give you the secret. It's number 10. I just got to get to it now. Step 10 of the 10 actions. I'm going to do it. Ready? The key? You want the key? Write this down. Fail with velocity. You don't fail enough. You want to look good. Well, I don't want to say it wrong. I don't want to embarrass myself. Write this one down. Your ego is not your amigo. Your ego's keeping you broke because you're such a narcissist. Well, I don't want to look stupid. Look stupid. And then you will look okay. And then as you keep doing it, like once a day, twice a day. No, like 10, 15, 20 times a day. Fail with velocity. You can't play pickleball once a month, golf once every 2 months, play the guitar once a quarter, and be great at it. We talked about the goat in gymnastics, right? What does she do? She's up at 4 a.m. every day, falling off that thing, twisting, flipping, but now she's a goat. Nobody knew her, now everybody knows her. You don't fail enough. You aren't desperate enough for money. No, for change, man. You're living, write this one down. I will not live a life of quiet desperation. Write that down. You want to live a life? Go have at it. I think living a life of quiet desperation. You have a song to sing, sing it. Be you. Like that one. Be you. Don't be Shelly. Don't be Kevin. Don't be any of these speakers on stage. Get up here and let it rip. Just be you. Write this down. You can't fake authenticity. People love it. Why'd you like the cowboy, the stuntman? Man, he was real. He was down to earth. Nobody handed it to him. He just went out and got a job. And it was picking up poop. And he dressed nice and he worked harder than anybody. And he got noticed. You want to get noticed? Dress nice and work hard. Have a dream. Act on it. Massive action. Okay, number 4. Number 4, everybody wants the house with the white picket fence, the yellow daisies, or the swing set, the nuclear American family, whatever that is, right? Everybody wants a car that's dependable. They want to have a refrigerator, maybe a freezer with some food, and not have to be so stressed out about money, right? The American dream. Can you see the house? Whatever your house looks like, is it on a river? Is it on a lake? Is it out on 20 acres? Like Kevin and Shelly out in the middle of Montana? It just freaks me out a little bit. I'm from California. I need neighbors. If you have a third of an acre, you are a rancher. Oh, I got a back fence. The dog got out. And the horse, cows get out in Montana, but California, the dog gets out. But here's the deal. Everybody wants to travel, maybe. Wants to go fishing or hunting or just be happy. Isn't that what people want? Those are all exterior things. You want a certain, whatever it is for you. Work on the interior. Dalton. What's up, rock star? Stand up. Stand up. This guy's a rock star. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Dalton, how old are you? How old? 20 years old. How many homes have you sold in the last 12 months? Huh? How long have you been doing real estate? Sorry. How long? 6 months. And how many homes have you sold? How many? 8. Give him a hand. I think that's awesome. How old are you? Did you sell 8 homes in the last 6 months? Well, what's he doing? He's working. He's picking up poop. He dressed nice. He's a good kid. I've met him. I pointed him out because his actions speak so loud. Can hardly hear what he's saying. I hope he irritates you. I hope he just makes you mad. Like, what's wrong with me? You're not working. Yes, I am. No, you're not. You're showing up and going through the motions, man. You don't want it bad enough. Passion. What do you mean passion? Passion to love your clients. Passion to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. Because your kids are counting on you, and you are letting them down because you are too embarrassed to make a phone call. It feels uncomfortable. Write this down, ready? Your future lies in the realm of becoming uncomfortable. When you are uncomfortable, you're growing. When you can finally get comfortable being uncomfortable. These two, the $300 million team, they didn't want to be on the stage. It wasn't comfortable for them, but they did it anyways. Rick and Tristan, I know their names. They don't want to be up there, but it's too bad. $300 million a year, you're going to be up on the stage. Period. Some of you want to be up here really bad. Do something amazing, man. But here's the deal. If you want the dream, the vision, whatever, work on your interior. Work on you as a person. What books are you reading? What podcasts are you listening to? Are you on season number 14 of The Walking Dead? Is that really serving you? Stop it. G.I. Joe. Is The Walking Dead, let's be honest, is it garbage? To be honest, you all watched it. We can't admit it's garbage. We watched it. It's garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. The reason your life hasn't changed a lot is you watch Breaking Bad. Are we not supposed to be doing that stuff? Yes! Don't watch that garbage. Watch good things. Brendan Bouchard, TED Talks, Tony Robbins, John Maxwell, Ed Milet, watch, you've heard these. Whatever floats your boat. I'm a special taste. But here's the deal. Watch who you like to watch be inspired. Take a massive action. But you want your exterior to change? You got to win inside. You got to fall in love with you in a non-narcissistic way. You got to be comfortable in your skin. You got to say, I'm getting a ticket on that thing called the struggle bus. The struggle bus is your future. Get on it. Struggle. Don't live a life of quiet desperation. I saw you rubbing your ankle. It looked like you were rubbing his foot. I'm like, whoa, she's rubbing his foot. And the thing, and he was funny. Never mind. It was like, what is going on over there? All right, so number 5. I only got 10. I gave you number 10 already. Number 5, attend EXPCon in Miami. I joined EXP, and they said attend EXPCon, whatever it is, EXPCon in Fort Lauderdale. And 7 years ago, I flew from California, the West Coast, all the way to the East Coast. And I was there. They said, go, I went. And you guys are on the East Coast. And you're like, well, it costs $899 a ticket. Okay, what if it costs $97 a ticket? Oh, I'd go. $97 a ticket, I would go. So you're going to let $800 stop you from having the future you wanted? Because, right? I mean, think about what you're saying. Every single person in this audience should be there. They told me major decisions are made at major events, that life-changing things happen at stuff like this. And I would agree. It's happened to me my whole life. I just keep, getting a little bit better, a little bit good, slowly. It's like a collage, a mosaic, the fabric of your life, like a quilt, little piece here and a piece there. Like that Johnny Cash song about how he built a car. For those of you that are old, thank you. What's that song called? Do you know the name of that song? It's a great song. The Cadillac with built over parts over like 10 years. But here you go. You need to be there. And they said, bring people. So I brought 19 people. I brought 19 people to this event. Not only did I go, I brought 19 with me from California. Convinced them to get on planes. Some of them couldn't afford it. I paid for half their airline ticket. Some of them paid for the entire airline ticket. You invested money in people? Mm-hmm. Well, that's because you had money. No, I borrowed money. I borrowed money and capitalized my business. The people, what's the number one reason businesses fail? Lack of capital. So I borrowed some money and made sure I had money to help people get a hotel room, airfare. I brought 19 people. Now, they saw how hard I worked. They brought 70. I showed up to my first event with 90 people. Why do I have 45,000 people in my organization today? Because I understand the power of events. Every single one of you should be here. You're going to meet people in luxury real estate, the stars, the who's who of EXP. Commercial real estate, investment real estate, regular old real estate, individual solo producers that sell 220 homes a year. Artemis out of Minnesota, 220 homes, individual person. Chris Fritz, raise your hand, Chris. Talk to Chris. She's like one of the top Latino agents in America, lives in Minnesota, sells 228 homes a year. Herself has no buyer's agents, has just, You're gonna meet people like that. And it changes your life. But you're not gonna go. Well, I have this, I have that, I'm getting married. That's a good one, right? How many think it'd be nice to get married there? Like, change the venue, come on. Come to this event, get your ticket, go. I'm telling you, you need to be there. You could drive there, fly there. I don't care how you get there. Hitchhike, whatever you got to do. Number 6. Pick at least one day to be your growth day. What we're talking about here is a long game. What's the short game? Selling real estate. Selling 70 homes a year. I mean, do it. It's probably the worst thing you could do. Selling 700 homes a year. Do it. Probably the worst thing you could do. Selling 2,700 homes a year. Do it. It's probably the worst thing you could do. I got an EXP, man, and I cut my production from 60 to 30. Why'd I do that? Remax said, look, EXP's bad. Look at his production. And people are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And Remax is like, stay in production. Just stay there. You ever been to a dairy? They got cows in stalls, and they're producing milk all day long. You go to a chicken ranch, chickens there just popping out eggs all day long. I mean, if you keep selling 40, 50 homes a year, I will find you in 10 years. You'll look a little older. You'll be a little more tired. Home prices will probably go up. What's the average home price in Charlotte right now? Anybody know? How much? 450? Yeah, it'll probably be 10 years from now, probably be 650. Your checks will be bigger, and you'll be addicted to the money. You'll need it. Your home will be a little bigger. Car's a little nicer. Kids in private school. Vacations are better. But I will find you at your desk grinding. When's the best time to plant a tree? 30 years ago. When's the next best time to plant a tree? Right now, baby. What's growth day? It's where you stop letting your ego ruin your life. It's where you say, on Fridays, I chose Fridays. It was the one day I just wasn't super productive at real estate. I just wanted to play. I golf every Friday morning and have for 25 years because I have boundaries. Come list my $10 million house. Nope, have an appointment. I didn't tell them I was golfing. Sunday morning, church, 9 a.m. Come list my $5 million house. Nope, I have a commitment. I didn't tell them I was at church. Come sell me a $2 million house tonight. Nope, can't. I have a commitment. I can help you tomorrow. I didn't tell them I was taking my wife to Taco Bell for 99-cent tacos because that's all the money we had. My biggest sale of my life, I had a used turbo diesel Mercedes built in maybe 1842. It was old. You ever remember the old turbo diesel Mercedes? I bought it from my neighbor for $5,000. It had like 895,000 miles on it. It was like one of those European taxis that won't die or something out of Cuba. And we were sitting there at a stoplight. It was July. It was 114 degrees in Sacramento. Oh, no, dear God. That thing started shaking. The car was just shaking. And I have the head IRS attorney. He's in charge of 25 other attorneys. It's the biggest sale of my life. I got him in my Mercedes. Old. He looked at me, and that thing started shaking. The air conditioning cut out. The diesel smoke came back through the car ventilation system. We're like dying, choking. The AC cut out. It's now like 120 in my car instantly. He laughed in my face. He goes, "You got to be kidding me." He goes, and back then it was like a $780,000 home. It was a big sale for me. He goes, "Isn't the commission on this like $22,000? He goes, seriously, you need to invest in a car." And he was laughing. He was a good sport about it. And I sold him a house, John Chinnapongzi, I remember his name, in Lynn. We're still friends to this day because I'm authentic. Didn't matter that I had a terrible car. And I did go buy a Chevy Tahoe after that, brand new. I'm like, he's right. I need to invest in my exterior office. But it took me maybe a month. And in the meantime, the entire muffler system fell out of the car. The grommets, rubber bushing had fallen. And I'm driving and I'm dragging 10 feet of pipe. Humble? Been there. What'd I do? I drove another quarter mile to Craig and Auto Supply. I bought bungee cords. And I wrapped that thing up and attached it to the undercarriage and kept driving it with bungee cords until I bought the Chevy Tahoe. Why do I tell that with you? I have no idea. Anyways, okay, now. Pick at least one day and make it your growth day. Fridays from 2 to 5 p.m. for 3 hours, I made outbound phone calls to agents I knew. Said, I want to meet with you next week for coffee. Ask for an appointment this week, we're busy. Ask for next week, you'll get the appointment every time. This week, they're stressed out and busy. Next week, sure, I'll meet you coffee. Always in the morning, 7:30. I want to meet with you before your day gets crazy. Meet with them at 10, 11, 1, 2, 3. They'll cancel on you. They'll show property. I got to work on this. I get this problem. 7:30, no one ever no-showed me. Let's meet for coffee. I'll bring breakfast burritos. I'll bring, your favorite bagels, cream cheese. And I take down their order and I meet with people Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Why not Friday? I golf on Friday. Remember that? I have boundaries. I'm not gonna miss. And I shared EXP with people every day. I shared it. Then some people said, like, I got the kids. I can't do mornings. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, I did lunches. So if I have an appointment Monday through Thursday, how many times am I sharing EXP with an agent? 4. And if I do Tuesdays and Thursday lunches and I didn't miss, how many more times? 2. That's 6 times 4. That's 24 times a month. And every month, 5 switch companies. 5 months later, I listed or sponsored 25 agents. Coldwell Banker did that. Gary Keller did that. Berkshire Hathaway did that. Sotheby's did that. Christie's did that. Century 21, the people who started that, they did that. HomeSmart, SellSmart, Realty One, they did that. Anyone who built a big company, Royal LePage up in Canada, they did that. But you're not doing that because they said, don't do the recruiting part. You're an agent. Stay in production. Your volume might drop. I created some room to do it. I went from 60 to 30 on purpose. I created margin. You're like, I'm so busy. How do I do it? Find a way. You're not desperate enough. You get punched in the face, wipe the blood off your face, the sweat off your brow, and get back to work. And guess what? I did that every week, every month for 5 months, and I've never done it since. All I did was list 25 homes during that period. Homes. I also listed 25 agents. The homes are all sold and done. Money's been spent. Taxes have been paid. Can't remember if I invested money and bought a house or whatever I did with the money that I made from paid my bills. The 25 agents, they're all still here. Most of them. They told their friends, who told their friends, who told their friends, who told their friends. Every company grows like this. Every company. They just don't monetize the ripple effect. EXP says, we think, I'll give you an example. I was at RE/MAX. I had my neighbor, got his license. I referred him to RE/MAX. He says, I'll copy everything you do. And I was selling 400 homes a year. 4 years later, he sold 332 homes in 1 year. RE/MAX thanked me. RE/MAX got paid 332 times that year. I got to thank you. What do? We trade the cow for magic beans. But it's hard. It's hard. I've tried. Everyone's been talked to. Everyone had talked to me about Keller Williams for a decade, and I finally moved when the timing was right. And then I tore it up. It's timing. There's, where's Jessica? Stand up, Jessica. Are you still here? Jessica, there she is. I just met with Jessica before the meeting. She was the #1 Keller Williams team. She left because they were ignored, weren't appreciated, passed over. Their team left. Thank you. So go ahead, Sam. But I don't remember what my point was. When you're almost 60 and you've had a lot of mercury, like you eat too much fish, this will happen to you. Now, timing. Yeah, timing. And all of a sudden, when she saw EXP, she went, this makes sense. I mean, if they had talked to a year earlier about EXP, would you have been interested? There's nothing against EXP. There's 1.4 million agents out there that aren't with us. It is timing. Today, no. Next week, yes. But you're not failing enough. So as we wrap this up today, pick a day to be your growth day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Pick one of the 7. The other 6 days, do what you want to do. What will change your life is the growth day. The 25 homes I sold, had to do it again the next year. Been doing it for decades and decades and decades. If you don't repeat what you did in the past 8 months, 8.5 months, you get paid nothing next year. I'm glad you iconed. You totally missed it. You completely missed it. You completely missed it. Well, I tried. It's like I tried to be a listing agent. So? I tried to sell 50 homes a year. I can only sell 10. So? Did you go to Tony Robbins? Well, no, I didn't do that. He's tall and got big teeth and he walks on fire. It's kind of weird. I joined EXP, went to Tony Robbins' event 2 weeks later. Life changing. Do I believe everything he believes? Absolutely not. But a Christian leader I know, a pastor, said, I'm going to go check him out. How many people you know that put 20,000 people in a Coliseum and they listen to him 16 hours a day for 4 days? Oh, it must be a call. I've been. It is amazing. 3, 4, 5% of what he says isn't fit for me. I'll walk out of the room, whatever. Did you ever go to college? Did you believe everything they said to you? Every professor? Did you ever take a class like this teacher's terrible? Did you stop going to college? I'm telling you, go to events that force you to grow. 16 seconds, 15 seconds, 14. There's the clock. I finally see it. Okay. So here's the deal. Pick your growth day and just want it, man. You're going to figure it out. And self-loathing never changed the world. You got to quit hating yourself. Love yourself. I'm happy being who I am. I want to change and be better. It's not a narcissistic thing. I've seen plenty of mirrors I didn't like. right? It's not that. Are you walking up telling me to quit? I'm kidding. I know. Number 7, I got 3 left. I'm going to go fast. Number 7, put people in front of us. Call them, show them how EXP works, then put them in front of your sponsor. Your sponsor. Your sponsor, whatever you have to do. I put people in front of Sheila. I put people in front of Rob. I put people in front of Gene. I put people in front of Jay Nelson. I put people in front of Tom Trong. Jay Nelson, stand up. Where's Jay Nelson? Jay, stand up. There he is. Stay standing. Tom Trong. Are you here, Tom Trong? Stand up. Where's Tom? Is Tom here? He was here earlier. There he is, Tom Trong, my brother. Bill. Is Bill Price here? Bill in the room? Bill's in the back. He's up around here. He's heard me talk plenty. Bill's in my group. I've had Bill help me. I've had Tom help me. I've helped Jay from Nashville. Tom from Michigan. What part of Michigan, Tom?
Boston, man.
Yeah, Boston. That's Michigan. Boston, Michigan. I don't even know where he lives, but have you helped me, Tom? Absolutely. There are colleagues at EXP. Well, my sponsor's not really good at that. I don't even like my... And you're being a victim. Like, did you reach out to me? Well, you're so busy, I can't. Now you're making excuses. Michael Bean, I'll help you. Only you, nobody else. There's not one person. Please stand up if you've reached out to me and I turned you away and said, I am too busy for you. Go ahead and stand up. Because I can guarantee you I've never said that to anyone. Well, did you work 18 hours a day? No, I got boundaries. You should try them. I'm rested and relaxed and fired up and having a blast. Okay, so put people in front of us. When I started putting people in front of people that would help me, my business exploded. Number 8, attend or put on monthly real estate training events. If you have monthly real estate training events that are broker agnostic in your area, attend them, done by EXP. Don't put up EXP signs. Don't talk about EXP, but say everybody's coming. Teach them how to get listings. Teach them how to do AI. Teach them how to do luxury real estate. Teach them how to do commercial real estate. Teach them how to lead generate. Teach them how to do business planning. Go to BrentGove.com, write that down, BrentGove.com, and go to upcoming events and look at my training schedule. Copy it. It looks just like a woman named Andrea Beam from Portland, Oregon. I had a training calendar. It looked like a Little League roster. It was pathetic. And that was like 2 years ago. I saw Andrea Beam's. It looks like mine today. I went, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I copied it. You see stuff, copy it. My website's kind of like Tony Robbins. I like the way Tony Robbins' website works, so I tried to make one with kind of a Tony Robbins vibe. What do you see? You like it? Copy it. As long as it's not copywritten. But it's important to attend and or if you don't have, there's none in my area, then you put them on. You know how many there were in Sacramento? None. People are like, there's no signs in my area. Nobody knows EXP. It won't work. Now they say, there's signs everywhere in my area. Everybody knows EXP. It won't work. Which is it? Which is it? Number 9, commit to culture. Magic moments, love, positivity. Commit to culture. You're going to be positive and not negative. When you want to throw up, you go up, not across, not down. Don't throw up on your group. That's like really dumb. You're driving down the road. You're scared. It's bad. There's lightning. Tell the kids, I think we're going to die. Do you do that? No, mom and dad, stay strong. Throw up. If you're upset about something, talk to your sponsor. Don't go to your buddy over here, puke on him or her. Is EXP perfect? No. Will EXP ever be perfect? No. We have 200 employees. Will they all treat with respect and love? No. Will there be some bad brokers in one of the 50? Yes. Why be surprised? Well, Glenn doesn't do this, and Glenn doesn't do this, and Leo doesn't do this, and Leo. Well, guess what? Maybe they don't have your values. Maybe they value other things. Why do you expect them to have they must have my values. No, you should have your values and love people and accept people. I don't care who you are, where you are. I love you. Not everyone has that thing. Oh, no, you don't. Try me. I'm committed to being loving like my Lord Jesus Christ. Absolutely. I'm gonna be that guy. You're gonna be that gal. And trust me, when people feel it in their bones, they're attracted to you. They're like Zig Ziglar said, it's like, it smells good. Like, I don't know what that is, but I got to get me some of that. I want to be around her. I want to be around him. And you're a force for good. You're a light in the darkness. People want to be around you because you're not negative. We've all been in a room and so-and-so walks in, so-and-so's here, and you're like, oh, is there a quick way out of this room? Or you've been in a room and so-and-so's here, Michael Bean's here. Boom, Michael's here, I love that guy. Jenny's here, she's amazing. Kevin and Shelly, Bill Price, and you get excited because Rick showed up and Tristan showed up. They're that kind of people. You be that kind of people. I love you. Have an amazing life, the one you're willing to fight for. Thank you.